7 a.m. Now from the Desert's news leader, this is News Channel 3 First at 10.
Latin American pop star Becky G received the keys to Coachella at a ceremony earlier today. That's the city of Coachella. The significance of that following her performance yesterday at the Coachella Festival. Plus, Desert Hot Springs unveiled a new mural at a block party. Still to come, the highlights from the city celebration. Hello, I'm Kelly Moody. Thanks so much for joining us for News Channel 3 First at 10. We're starting things off with a first alert weather alert for you. Yep, another round of winds. They're not here yet, though. Your TMO's live sky cam up on Edom Hill looking rather peaceful as we speak. It's been a pretty quiet night with those winds, though. For spots like Thousand Palms, they've been picking up a little bit. And, you know, a good 17-mile-per-hour wind speed through Indio, not the best news for anyone out there trying to enjoy the festival or any of those artists who are elevated and those winds hit them just a little bit harder. Your current temperatures have fallen out of the 90s, thankfully. Upper 80s, though, 88 degrees right now in Cathedral City. A little bit cooler in Thermal at 78 degrees, though I gotta say, that station tends to run a little bit cooler. I don't always believe that it's quite that cool, but that's a conversation for a different day. Let's take a look at what you can expect for tonight. You've got your downtown Palm Springs cam right behind it there. Low 80s expected by 11 p.m. We'll fall down into those upper 60s by the early morning hours. The big change to come, though, more gusty winds. Those are set to arrive by tomorrow evening and stick with us through Monday. That could mean some difficult driving conditions for all those folks trying to participate in that mass exodus from the Empire Polo Grounds. So we will be talking a little bit more about what you can expect with those coming up in your complete first alert forecast with a nice hour-by-hour look on the latest with those winds. But first, we do have some continuing coverage to share with you. It's on that fire that we told you about in Palm Springs earlier this evening as breaking news. Ramon Road is now back open between Avenida Evelita and Paseo Dorotea. We've got some video to share with you here. This came from a viewer who was driving by the scene as the fire broke out right around 6:15. You can see the palm trees there up in flames right next to Castaneda's. Ramon Road was closed there for about 3 hours, but roads are back open now. Still no word on the cause of that fire, but of course stay with us for any developments that we hear of on this case. Now, Becky G was honored by the city of Coachella and received the key to the city at the library in front of hundreds of residents. News Channel 3's Miyoshi Price attended the Latin American pop star ceremony to hear more about her connection to communities like this one.
Mayor Steven Hernandez is giving international singer and actress Becky G the key to the city. During a news conference, Becky G stressed her gratitude to the city in her ties to the farm working community.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't have family members who were farm workers, especially when migrating here to the United States. And it's something that for me has always been very challenging to witness. Because we talk so much about discrimination, we talk so much about racism and colorism and things that our communities are constantly facing. But within each other, we don't talk enough about privilege. And I like to recognize my privilege.
Becky G received the keys to the city in Coachella, and that comes with a set of responsibilities. The real Coachella!
So for us, it's important that an artist that is actually receiving the key to our city understands that Coachella, we're a community that is formed by farm workers. For history, we have a history of advocacy. So for us, it's important that artists like Becky G continue supporting our advocacy efforts and also utilizing their platforms to create consciousness amongst her fans.
Mayor Hernandez says Becky G has been supportive of the farm working community at Farmchella. He says she is a representative for Latina women and someone who values her culture.
I always talk about being a 200%er. I don't like to think that I'm half of anything. I'm 100% proud to be Mexicana and 100% proud to be from Inglewood.
Fans continued screaming throughout the ceremony outside the library. Back at the news conference. And what's next for Becky G?
Oof. Well, man, we haven't stopped working. I don't think ever, to be honest. But I am working on my original Mexican album.
In Coachella, Miyoshi Price, News Channel 3.
It's awesome, and I like how they try this year because every time I go to my dad's vlog, I was just trying.
That little guy is talking about the unveiling of the art mural at a vacant building off Pearson Boulevard and Palm Drive. The city of Desert Hot Springs celebrated at today's block party. 49. There was a DJ playing music and local food trucks for folks who attended.
And it was abandoned and empty for a long time, and so it's great that they invested some of their funding into, you know, the city and making it look good and feel good and, you know, promote art for the community.
I think like there's not enough art in my community, so I'm really proud of. I really like this.
The mayor of Desert Hot Springs, Scott Mattis, says they are focused on city beautification by taking vacant buildings and turning them into art. Mattis says the revitalization efforts do not stop there. The city is working with restaurant owners to bring more cuisine options to the community. And April is Parkinson's Awareness Month, and a local organization is working to get the word out. Today, supporters of Parkinson's Resources Organization turned out at a number of different locations to walk for Pro on the Move. Continuing to move is crucial for people with Parkinson's disease. This group walked around at 8 this morning at the Palm Desert Greens. If you would like to help Parkinson's Resource Organization, you can attend the upcoming chocolate and champagne event. Sounds delightful. This is at Renaissance Esmeralda, and that's this Wednesday night at 6 p.m. in Indian Wells. You can find more information on how to attend at parkinsonsresource.org. The goal is, of course, to raise awareness and money to make sure that no one is isolated because of Parkinson's disease. Marines from 29 Palms Military Base were also up pretty early this morning to help clean up trash at a school in Desert Hot Springs. Marines and community members started picking up trash and cleaning the campus at 8 a.m. at Desert Springs Middle School. A motivational talk was given to students prior to that cleanup event. The event was the last school cleanup in Desert Hot Springs for the 2023 school year. The DHS cleanup committee will resume the events in the fall, with Bubbling Wells Elementary slated for the very first event. The Living Desert put a spotlight on Mother Earth this morning. Coming up, how the zoo is promoting pollinators and balancing the ecosystem. Plus, not too far from home, the city of Menifee is making environmental history with the nation's first microgrid solar community. More on that after the break. You're watching News Channel 3, the Desert's news leader.
An I-team investigation reveals a costly rate hike in a place you might not even look for it.
What, are they kidding?
Some could see bills double, then double again.
Totally out of control.
I'm furious about the whole thing.
I-team investigator Jeff Stahl started getting answers, finding out where the money would go.
Is there a concern that people might not be able to afford this?
And who's trying to stop it? Watch Down the Drain, Wednesday at 6 on News Channel 3, the Desert's investigation leader.
Olympic champion Nathan Chen, Kurt Browning, Jason Brown, and more. Stars on Ice is coming this spring with an international cast of the world's best skaters. See them live and on the ice. Stars on Ice 2023 Tour. Coming to Acrisure Arena May 26th. Get tickets now at starsonice.com.
The pain level was over 10. There's days where I just sat and cried and asked the good Lord to take me. And my doctor recommended that I go to Good Feet and try the arch supports. And I took about 3-4 steps, turned around and went and sat back down and started to cry. It was the first time that I had no pain. I'm not an actor. I want people to know my testimony. I want them to know what arch supports can do from Good Feet.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Welcome to Precious Metals Refinery, where we specialize in paying you the most for gold, silver, jewelry, diamonds, watches, and coins. For security, each transaction is private and confidential while sitting with our highly trained professional buyers. We conveniently have locations in Palm Desert and Palm Springs. Get cash today.
Whatever your reasons are, sell it for more to PMR. Whatever your reasons are, sell it for more to PMR.
New details to share with you on a shooting that happened in Coachella on Thursday night. 4 suspects are now in custody. Riverside Sheriff's Thermal Station patrol units responded to the incident on Cairo Street just after 10:30 on Thursday night. Investigators say those in a Ford SUV and a silver sedan fired semi-automatic handgun rounds at each other. A traffic stop was attempted on the SUV, but apparently the suspects fled the vehicle, left it in drive, and then it crashed into a house. Deputies later located and arrested all the suspects they believe were involved, 3 men ages 18, 19, and 22, and a 15-year-old boy. In some lighter news, the Living Desert Zoo brought the community together for an Earth Day celebration today. Families got the chance to visit different environmentally themed stations throughout the park with hands-on activities like those to learn about different ways to take care of the environment. Plus, guests got to see a real live desert tortoise up close and personal. Zoo officials say they ultimately want to inspire conservation efforts.
Today, we're encouraging our guests to choose sustainable, advocate action, and take care of our deserts, because it's really important for all of us to work together to save our amazing planet and help combat climate change, protect our natural habitats like our beautiful desert environments, and save animals and wildlife.
You will have to wait until tomorrow morning between 10 and 11 if you want to take part in the zoo's 10,000 Seeds Pollinator Plant Party. That's where you can help protect the desert by planting pollinator-friendly, drought-resistant seeds to take back home. And to kick off the last day of Earth Week, residents in one Riverside County community are going green. The city of Menifee becomes the first microgrid community in the nation. It's a new project by KB Homes. Each house is built with solar panels and a battery. They all connect to a grid, and if they're disconnected, they still have electricity through a solar panel community battery. And that battery, you can see it there, is the size of a shipping container, storing all the extra sunshine for any emergencies. And Mother Nature is putting on a show this spring for all of us to see. This year's super bloom has completely taken over hillsides. Just drive down the 241 if you're heading west. It's blanketing fields and valleys throughout California with orange, yellow, and purple wildflowers, and thousands are certainly taking notice. The record rain and snow California has seen made conditions ripe for millions of seeds to sprout. Oof, look at that. The last big bloom was back in 2019, you might remember. This year, officials expect a massive turnout, but they are asking visitors to enjoy the bloom by looking and not touching. It'll last longer. Conflict in Sudan continues to escalate. Up next, the latest for thousands of Americans stuck in the country as tensions rise. Plus, a first alert weather alert is in place starting tomorrow evening and lasting through Monday to account for gusty conditions right here at home. Could mean trouble for all those out-of-towners that are going to be heading out from the Empire Polo Grounds. We'll have the latest on that coming up after the break. You're watching News Channel 3, the Desert's news leader.
At California Closets, our designers see room for opportunity and corners of possibility everywhere. We believe every space deserves a custom-designed solution, so you can relax with your favorite book or your entire collection. Together, we'll discover hidden potential in unexpected places. Exceptional design and quality, installed by our own skilled professionals. That's practical magic. Discover the possibilities in your home with a free design consultation.
Morongo is made for you. Tonight, you meet that special somebody at Cielo. Or maybe fun in the sun is what you love. A lazy river, a jump in the pool, a stroll on the beach. A cabana is what you love. Morongo is made for everybody. Morongo, good times for everybody.
Palm Springs Subaru loves the earth. We are dedicated to making our world a more sustainable place. It's all part of the Love Promise, a commitment to make a difference in the Coachella Valley, to be more than a car dealer. For years, Palm Springs Subaru has supported our community and organizations that work to improve our environment. To provide that help, we need your support. Have you considered a new Subaru from Palm Springs Subaru?
Now through May 1st, enjoy 3.9% APR financing on a new 2023 Outback and complimentary maintenance with Maintain the Love at Palm Springs Subaru.
Nope. Great potatoes, Mrs. Green. So, Amanda tells us your family has cable internet. I was raised on cable.
We're a Frontier Fiber internet family.
So you don't believe in cable? No, it's just an older way of doing things.
Upload speeds 25 times faster than cable?
Sure.
Don't you want to raise your kids on internet with less lag?
Just say yes, Patrick.
Just say yes. Uncable yourself. Get Frontier Fiber Internet and get a Visa reward card on us.
First Alert Weather brought to you by Comfort Air. They're #1 for a reason.
Tonight, gunfire between Sudanese forces and rebels in Sudan continues. Sources say the U.S. Embassy in Sudan has been evacuated. As Allison Kosick reports, the concern for the 16,000 Americans still stranded in Sudan.
The U.S. military has evacuated the American embassy in Sudan. That's according to sources familiar with the operation. An administration official also says the embassy has been closed. This comes hours after the Sudanese army said it is coordinating with other countries to evacuate foreign citizens and diplomats from Sudan as clashes continue between two warring military groups. The capital city of Khartoum continues to be rocked by explosions and gunfire as the conflict enters its second week. A 72-hour ceasefire announced by both sides is quickly deteriorating. At least 400 people have been killed in the violence, including one American. There are an estimated 16,000 Americans currently in Sudan, including about 70 embassy personnel. The U.S. Embassy in Sudan reiterating to Americans that the conditions on the ground currently make it too difficult to undertake a government-led evacuation of private citizens, though U.S. troops have been deployed to the region.
We've deployed some forces into theater to ensure that we provide as many options as possible.
Among those stranded, Tamir Mohammed's two children currently in Khartoum with their aunt.
We try to contact with the embassy. We send them many emails. We try to call. There is no answering sometimes.
And the family of Massachusetts mother Trillian Clifford and her 18-month-old daughter also worried. Clifford moved to Sudan less than a year ago to teach at a school in Khartoum.
It's just scary seeing that she's in a situation where I don't see any recourse for her.
Some countries have already carried out evacuations of their citizens. Video from Saudi state TV shows dozens of evacuees, including Saudi embassy staff, arriving in Saudi Arabia via warship. Allison Kosick, ABC News, New York.
A first alert, weather alert, not again, I know. Another round of winds coming. This forecast awfully similar to what I seem to remember forecasting last weekend, just in time for all those Coachella travelers to be heading out of the valley. And they are expected to be facing a little bit of extra gusty and dusty conditions once again, hence your first alert, weather alert. But not exactly for this evening. Right now, things are looking pretty calm out. Roads are looking pretty clear. Everyone's moving along smoothly. We like that, but we know that everyone's going to be clearing out either tomorrow night or Monday morning, and those are both key times that we could be seeing some gusty conditions. In terms of temperatures, though, things not looking too bad. In fact, temperatures starting off in the mid 70s, and then we warm up into those mid to upper 80s. I take that back. Mid 90s does feel like it's a little bit rough if you are going to be spending a lot of time outside. You need all the essentials. You got to stay hydrated, the hats, the sunglasses, the sunscreen. We're kind of getting this early taste of late spring, early summer, dare I say it. And the heat does look to stick around. So just keep this in mind. It is a little bit difficult for those folks that are going to be out at the Empire Polo Grounds to be out in the elements for as long as they are expected to. And we're going to make it a little bit harder with some of that extra wind. So let's talk about this. Gusty conditions expected to start for us really more so as we look ahead towards Sunday evening and sticking with us all the way through our Monday. My big concern comes to those driving conditions. Whenever we've got that windblown dust, it can be reducing visibility and air quality, of course, but you can also find that those crosswinds make it a little bit jerky at the wheel. And that becomes an issue when we've got this many folks in and out of the valley who aren't as familiar with our geography, where those winds are the strongest, and how difficult it can be to drive under those conditions. So if you know people who are at the Empire Polo Grounds who maybe are going to be clearing out, why don't you give them a heads up and take that heads up for yourself too. You will need the extra drive time as we look at that window from Sunday evening into Monday. Sunday morning, though, not looking too bad. You should be just fine. As we head toward the later afternoon hours, you can see that onshore flow starting to build through the San Gorgonio Pass. Things become a little bit more widespread there. I'll step out so you can get a full view there as we head into your Sunday evening. Look at that, even 30-mile-per-hour wind speeds possible through the Thousand Palms area. I expect most spots could be seen between 20 and 30-mile-per-hour winds for your peak wind gusts. Monday morning, not too bad. But by the time we make it to Monday evening, once again, kind of repeating things there where things get a bit more gusty, especially through the San Gorgonio Pass. So I guess that best period of time to warn people to get out of town would be Monday morning if you've got people staying with you. But either way, you will need the extra time on your commute. Sunday and Monday, that's your first alert weather alert in place. After that point, we change the narrative a little bit here. We start talking about heat. Now, I did not quite yet want to push us into triple digits for Thursday and Friday, but that doesn't mean that some spots won't be seeing them and feeling them. Right now, I'm going to play it safe and say 99 degrees for your Thursday and Friday. Overnight lows in the low 70s. We'll see if I boost those to triple digits tomorrow. That gives you a reason to tune back in. But you can also just stay tuned after the break. Bailey Arredondo has your sports. Stay with us. You're watching News Channel 3, the Desert's news leader.
A First Alert weather alert has been issued for Sunday. Watch the First Alert weather team's forecast to see how Sunday's conditions will affect you. Download the First Alert weather app to receive alerts and keep watching News Channel 3, the Desert's news and weather leader.
This is a little town called Basic. And that's where the townsfolk buy their basic cars. And that's a 2023 Nissan Sentra. It comes with Apple CarPlay and more standard power than the Hyundai Elantra. Looks like basic is never going to be the same.
Oh, no.
The 2023 Nissan Sentra. Anything but basic.
Get a low $269 per month lease on Sentra or get 0% financing for 36 months on select models.
Exclusively at Rapport Furniture on the corner of El Paseo and Portola in Palm Desert.
Not one, not two, but 4 meals for $5 each. Cue the intro. Del Taco has 4 inflation-busting deals for just $5.
Can't spell deal without D-E-L.
They've got the bean and cheese deal, $5.
The crispy chicken deal, $5.
The grilled chicken deal, $5.
And the snack taco deal, $5.
That's 4 $5 meals loaded with Del Taco favorites. More freshness, more variety, more value. Say hello to Del Taco Better Mix.
This is how legends are made.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups or get $3,750 total value on a 2023 Silverado with a turbo high-output engine. Visit your Coachella Valley Chevy dealers today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by the Good Feet Store. Now, time for the best local sports show with sports anchor Bailey Arredondo.
After Game 2 of the Grizzlies and Lakers series, Dillon Brooks called LeBron, and I quote, old. And he added that he pokes bears. Words can be powerful, but how about actions? LeBron and the Lakers, the 7th seed, Grizzlies the 2 seed. And what's an ideal start for LA, you might ask? Well, Lakers led 35-9 after the first quarter. That's the largest lead after the first quarter in NBA playoff history. Now watch this. Dillon Brooks guarding LeBron goes for the steal, but hits something else. Take another look. Brooks catches LeBron in the no-no area. And the refs, hey, you've been watching the NBA, you know he's out of there. Brooks might have cost his team the game getting ejected because they made a fourth quarter run. John Morant dropped 45 points. Anthony Davis, 31 of his own, added 17 big boy rebounds. Himself playing like one of the best players in the league. Lakers take Game 3, Game 4 on Monday. Clippers without Kawhi for the second straight game, and the Suns take advantage. Durant and Booker combined for 61 points. They take a commanding 3-1 series lead with the shift back to Phoenix for Game 5. Clippers in trouble. Hey, let's play some ball. Fernando Tatis Jr. Nando goes yard for the first time this season. Padres loaded with sluggers. They win in AZ. Angels and Royals tied in the 9th, bases loaded, 2 outs, until Jose Quijada hits the batter. 2 hit batters and a walk in the inning, and the Halos have a nightmare. Royals score 5 in the 9th. Dodgers respond after a blowout loss with fireworks of their own. Max Muncy, James Outman combined for 4 home runs, each one trying to outdo the other. Great day to be a lefty at Wrigley. Dodgers win 9-4. One of the most anticipated fights, Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. And the Tank keeps on rolling. Both undefeated coming in, and only one stands coming out. Davis knocks out Garcia with a vicious body shot. In the 7th round, Tank Davis, 29-0, and as of right now, the face of boxing. COD men's tennis at home in the SoCal Finals against Ventura College. COD looking for its 17th state championship. These are the top 2 teams in Cali, both undefeated. COD on your right. Roadrunners led by head coach Guy Fritz. College of the Desert took an early advantage, led after doubles 2-1. It's the first team to 5 points wins the match, and this was really high-level tennis. Ventura tested COD, surely made them earn it, and for the second straight season, the Roadrunners knock off Ventura, 6-1 the final. They advance to the state team final, where they will play American River College on Wednesday. And also want to mention the women were in the SoCal Finals as well, but they came up just short, 5-4 to Orange Coast. Congratulations to the team on a great run. Finally, Sunday afternoon will be the biggest test yet for the Firebirds. The Tucson Roadrunners forced a Game 3, beating the Firebirds on Friday. Tucson scored 3 first-period goals and had 35 saves in goal. Hey, Firebirds said it themselves after the game. Felt like they got punched in the mouth. And now a winner-take-all Game 3 rubber match will be their only shot for the knockout punch. The stage is set, ladies and gentlemen. Sunday, 3 p.m., Acrisure Arena, Firebird playoff aspirations on the line. We will have highlights and post-game reactions right here on News Channel 3. I know where you'll be tomorrow.
I'm going to be here.
I'm going to be here, too.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have time for. We'll see you tomorrow.
News Channel 3 is now available on any of these streaming services and on KESQ.com.